Anybody ever wonder why rough times come when you're trying to live right for the Lord and you're trying to walk with Him, and rough times just happen? One of those things. Well, I was thinking about if we had God was more active today than it was, like when He split the Red Sea for Moses. Those guys seen the Red Sea split and everything, and they still turned away from Him afterwards. I can't picture that myself. I can't picture turning away from Him after I'd have seen something like that. But I think the reason why hard times and troubles come to us nowadays, we give the devil too much credit sometimes. We blame it on him. The devil did it. The devil's beating on me and all this bit. And sometimes it's just the touch of God. He is usually strengthening you. I couldn't understand how come I would have trouble with something at one time in my life, and I say, well, that was a miserable time. I hated that and everything. And then 5 years later, I would go through something. Like right now, I've got a boss that's really a pain. And here a while back, I had another boss that just tortured me to death the same way. But because I've got a good job now that's important to me, the job means something to me, and this is a good job for me, I'm able to deal with the boss I've got now because of what I'd been through in the past. And I think that's what God does for us sometimes. Builds our faith, builds our strength and stuff. When I first got saved, we had some people come to our house for a discipleship, do some discipling to us. And I finally got up the nerve to where I was able to pray out loud. They finally got me to where I would say the prayer before we went home or whatever. And one of my prayer, I says, Lord, I just convict us of our sins so that we could do better. And and after we got through praying, the lady looks at me and she says, why did you pray that? She says, I will have a miserable week. God is going to convict me of everything. I will be, but that's the way it works. And the last verse of this song that I'm going to do, just think about the words whenever I sing this. Life is easy when we're up on the mountain and we've got peace of mind like we've never known. But then things change and we're down in the valley. Don't lose faith, for we're never alone. For the God on the mountain is the God in the valley. When things go wrong, He'll make them right. And the God of the good times is still God in the bad times. The God of the day is still God in the night. You talk of faith when you're up on the mountain, but talk comes so easy when life's at its best. But it's down in the valley of trials and temptation, that's when faith is really put to the test. For the God on the mountain